What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review. And yes, I know it's been a while since we've done an actual toy review on this channel, but I finally got something that I can review. And today we're taking a look at the brand new Fast and the Furious 2006 Dodge Charger Police is the official branding for it. This is the police charger from Fast 5, the infamous bank scene from that movie. Really love that movie. Fast 5 is probably one of my favorite movies of the whole franchise. And I don't know, this was kind of like an obscure reference type of car, so that's the only reason why I picked it up. At the end of the day, it's just a Dodge Charger done in a police, get up here. But I don't know, I just like the obscurity of it. You can see they have a brand new packaging for this year. This one is specifically branded as Fast and the Furious, but they also have cars from Fast 10 that have the Fast 10 logo right here. But you have the image of Vin Diesel here. You kind of have these like lights going fast and full speed type of thing here. Diecast up here. You come to the top, you see Fast and the Furious and more of that like fast whooshing effect there. Open window. It's pretty much standard from what we've seen before. You can see the front of the car there. And then on the back you can see some of the other cars from the lineup, and I've pretty much taken a look at almost all of these. I have not found the Porsche, so I do need to find that Porsche. That is one I will want, but we have looked at the Supra, the RX-7, the Eclipse, the S2000. We're looking at the Charger right now. We've looked at Dom's Charger here, and I've looked at so much more. There's a whole playlist on the channel if you guys want to see all my reviews over the years of all the Fast and the Furious diecasts. But that is it for the packaging, so let's go ahead and get this out of the packaging and take a closer detailed look at it. Alright you guys, and here is the police Charger out of the packaging. So overall it looks pretty nice. I mean, there's not too much to go over, but we will go over all the details on it. So looking right here at the front grille of the car, you can see they got the nice battering ram, or whatever you want to call this, kind of guard here on the front to ram other vehicles, so that looks very nice. And then obviously behind that you just have your standard Dodge Charger grille and headlights. I think the headlights actually look very nice. You can make out all the individual little sections in there in the housing, so that is really good attention to detail there. And then on the bottom you do have the fog lights, and coming to the hood, it is pretty standard, but you do have the nice old school Dodge logo right there. And the hood does open up, but I found it is very hard to get open, so I just take this little like X-Acto knife blade and just carefully stick it in there without scratching the paint, and just kind of work your way to try and prop it up. There we go. And I did actually scratch it a little bit, but that's not actually too bad. It just kind of brushed right off. But opening the hood up, you can see the inside. Kind of hard to see the inside. Let me see if I can zoom into it for you guys so you can get a little bit of a better idea. But it looks pretty accurate to the Dodge Charger engine bay, so that is very nice. It is all done in black, so it's just going to be a little bit harder to see. But yeah, it looks pretty good. You do have a lot of black overspray over the white, as you can see right there, so that is a little bit messy, but luckily that's just under the hood, so once you close the hood up, you don't see any of that. And yeah, I got like one minor little scratch now right there from the knife, but nothing too bad. Coming to the side here, you can see that the car does appear to be lowered, so you can have that stance right there. And you do have the chunkier tires on here for, obviously you need the extra tires for all the weight that they had on these cars. So the nice chunkiness of the tires is a really good attention to detail, and the stance of the car looks pretty nice. So on the side right here you have 601076. I'm not sure if that's accurate to the movie or not. And then you have the police badge right here, and then I guess that says civil police in Spanish, or Brazilian. Then looking through the rest of the car, I mean, it's pretty basic. You have 49ADR, and then we'll take a look at this side really quickly on the interior of the car and see what the details are looking like. And so far it actually looks pretty good. It's going to be very hard to make out. I'm trying to do my best to get the camera to focus. I think that's going to be the best the camera can do, so I'm going to bring my external flash from my phone in here to kind of get a better look at the inside. But you can see the Dodge logo right there on the steering wheel. You have all the different gauges, and then you do have some chrome finish on the pedals right down there. And I think that's all we can see from this side. And then taking a look at the actual door right there, you can see not too much going on, but you do have like the speaker grill right there, the door handle, so everything looks pretty accurate as it should. And then moving on, another thing that these cars are infamous for, like not the Fast and the Furious cars, but just these diecast Jada Toys cars, is these gummy mirrors. They have gotten better. They're not as soft and squishy as they used to be, but they're still just like a softer material. It's not actual diecast on the mirrors, but definitely a big improvement. And I don't remember if if all the other cars have this, but you do have this chrome sticker here to give it like a rear view kind of effect right there, which is really, really nice. And if we go ahead and zoom out, you can see the lights. Zoom out some more. You can see the lights right here on the top. It is done in a translucent plastic with blue, white, and red. So, I mean, theoretically, you probably could mod this, maybe drill a hole in the roof somehow and stick some LEDs up here if you actually wanted to, because you do have the translucent of the plastic. So that would be a really cool mod if that's something you did want to do. And then coming through the rest of the car, I mean, it's pretty basic. On the back here, you have that same number that was on the sides of the car, the old school Dodge and Charger logos right there, and the very nice, pretty accurate looking taillights. So I think these look actually really, really nice. I like that a lot. You do have the third brake light right here that is just blacked out. It's not actually done in red. And then you can see the body kit and the exhaust coming out of there. And you can pop the trunk open. The trunk is tight just like the hood is, but with a little bit of force you can get it open. You don't actually need like an X-Acto knife or anything. And it is literally just an empty tray of like black plastic back here. I'll bring the external lighting in again just so you guys can kind of see it. Maybe there, yeah, it's hard to see, but that's about as good as a shot we can get. But it is just black plastic, and there are no details of speakers or NOS or anything back there. At the end of the day, this was just a police car. And then coming to this side, exact same thing here. So nothing too crazy, but we will take a look at the interior from this side as well to see what other details we can notice. And I think that's about as focused as we're going to be able to get. And I'll bring the light in once more. All right, and here we go with the lighting. So yeah, really good details. You can see that very old school big shifter right there, done in chrome, and the dashboard. You even have the screen in the middle. So very, very nice and accurate details in here. As always, I expect nothing less with these cars. But yeah, for a $15 price point on these cars, the level of detail and like just accurateness to the inside sculpt and outside sculpt as well is just pretty phenomenal. Now, unfortunately, the back doors are kind of molded, but as far as I know, they don't open. I can't actually even like stick my finger back there to try and open it, but I've tried prying at them. I've tried the knife, and they just don't open. So I think these back doors are just molded on here, and unfortunately, they just don't open. So we're gonna go ahead and zoom out, and that is it. This side of the car is gonna be exactly the same as the other side. So overall, just a pretty solid looking car. All right, you guys, so that is gonna do it on my review of the brand new Jada Toys Fast and the Furious Police Dodge Charger from Fast 5. It's got a pretty long name, but overall, I think this is a nice obscure reference to the movie. It's not a big car in the movie. It's not a race car, but it did play a major part in the plot of Fast 5. So overall, I don't know, there hasn't been a lot of like new Fast and the Furious diecast that I've been wanting to pick up lately, because it's just a lot of generic like Lamborghinis and Ferraris and things like that. So once I saw this, I felt like it was just a nice obscure reference, and it's something that I definitely wanted to add to my collection. And you know, I think it's gonna look great on the Fast and the Furious shelf that I have with all of my other diecast cars. So that's gonna do it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And also check the playlist that's on the screen of all of my other Fast and the Furious diecast reviews, as well as any other random Fast and the Furious stuff that I have. And I don't know why this just randomly decided to stop, but there we go. We're gonna keep it going. Battery's probably dying on the rotation device. But anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. So stay tuned for more. And this thing died, so there we go. I'll see you guys next time.